Okay, this problem is sent to me from Math 155 online. This is a problem that I get all the time. It is a problem that basically is plug and chug. It's a formula. So this is, in the video, I show you how there's two types of formulas. There's a plug and chug formula, which is this one, and then there's a solving for a variable problem. So if you look at the 6.2 video, you'll see me going through which one's which. But this is a plug and chug problem. Mainly, it's also a calculator problem. So you're going to need your calculator on this also. So here we go. A is equal to principal, that's what you put into the savings account, times 1 plus R over N raised to the N times T power. Now, what is all this stuff? Well, the principal is what you put into the savings account. Let's say you get a $5,000 check or a $5,000 inheritance, and you put it in the bank, savings account. Not a checking account, savings account. You put it in there, that's the principal. That's what you put into the account. So, $5,000 would go where the P is. And then 1 plus, and then R is your rate. Now, the rate is not going to be put in as 6%. It's going to be put in as 0.06 because most times percentages cannot be put into a formula unless you change it into a decimal. So that's going to be 0.06 over N is 12, and that's a monthly compounding. In other words, the computer at the bank will compound your interest once a month, so for 12 times a year. And then for 5 years, you're going to keep it in the bank for 5 years, in the savings account for 5 years. T is always going to be in years. Now, this is not a business course. I teach the 103, which has a section of finance math, and T is always in years. So if I tell you 6 months, if I tell you you're going to keep this in the bank for 6 months, that means 0.5. T is 0.5. So you need to write that down, and I go over that, I think, in the videos. T, if T is equal to 6 months, that basically means T is equal to 0.5 or 1/2, because 6 months is a half a year, and T is always given in years. Now, how do you work this problem? Well, you have to work it with a calculator. Unless you're Rain Man, you're not going to be able to do that math. You can do the 12 times 5, which is 60. So that's going to be 5,000. 1 plus 0.06 over 12 raised to the 60th power. And before you put it in the calculator, you have to figure out how you put it in a calculator, and that's going to be from inside out. So I'm going to punch it in the calculator right quick, and then that'll be it. So I'm going to pull up the calculator, and I pull up the calculator, and we get, well, I'm pulling up the calculator. There we go. Turn it on, and I'm just going to work my way inside out. So that's going to be 0.06 divided by 12 equals. And I just did this part right here, and I'm going to add it to 1. So you hit add 1. And that in the parentheses is always going to be around 1. It's always going to be 1.005, 1.001, 1.121, 1.003, 1.056. It's always going to be around 1 because the bank cannot double your money, okay? They go out of business. So they always keep it around 1, so therefore you're only multiplying by 1. So raise that to the 60th power, so you're going to hit the caret symbol, which is right here, and that's to the 60th power. And if you watch the 6.2 videos, you'll see me go through and do this on the calculator, because on the plug and chug formulas, basically I tell all my students, whether you're in 155 or 103 or 120, use the calculator because that's what it's for. And then multiply that by 5,000. Now, once you do that, your number will always be above 5,000 because the objective of having a savings account is when you withdraw it, you have more in it than what you started. 6744.25 is the end principal after 5 years. So you made $1,744.25 of interest. So go to the 6.2 videos on YouTube on 155 from last semester, and you'll see some more of these problems. Okay? Have a good day.